Hello, what's up guys? Wilson here, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different from what I usually do. I'm going to be doing a kind of review or a thought process of what went down with OZARK Season 3, Episode 1, titled Wartime. I was caught by surprise because we're like in quarantine right now, so I wasn't expecting Season 3 to drop. That was pretty awesome. I decided that I should just watch it, take my time watching it, you know, because days in quarantine are stacking, counting up. We're probably like in day 16 by now here in the Bay Area of California. So yeah, thought it'd be pretty cool to just watch an episode and just give my thought process of what happened. I have like some notes here, so if you don't mind just watching someone talk about OZARK the whole time, yeah, let's not think about that. I started watching OZARK probably like a few months ago because my coworkers told me about it, said it was pretty cool. But when I asked like what it was about, they were just like, dude, just watch it, it's so good. Even like it's about money laundering and like cartels and stuff. And I was like, okay, there's quite a few shows like that, like Queen of the South, Pablo Escobar, you know, things like that with the drug cartels. So I thought I would just give it a chance, and turned out this show's really good. Like, I say that about a lot of shows, but this show's really, really good. And I'm really happy that this season just dropped out of the blue, like at least to me, because I haven't been keeping up with it. It had a hell of an intro where there was this like Spanish or Mexican dude who just came into a shop where people were like, I guess, dealing with drug money potentially in the back room, and he just ended up blowing up the place. Like that's pretty crazy, right? And he also blew people up at a fair or festival that was going on outside. So that was pretty crazy. I guess that depicts that there is a war going on with Navarro's cartel and maybe the rival gang. And then we go into Marty. We'll just jump like kind of like character by character. So all of this is gonna be all over the place, as in like the timeline. Basically within this episode, the casino's up. It's called the Missouri Belle. Okay, has a ring to it. Marty, in his current state of mind, because he opened up a casino, he's afraid to be laundering money because I guess the FBI, I think it's the FBI, they're just kind of like tracking down everything, making sure there's no like corruption going on, especially because Agent Petty died in the previous episode, and it even showed his ex or his partner, basically Trevor Evans, Agent Evans we'll say. He even showed up to the casino and confronted Marty, and he basically expressed that he's gonna give Marty one chance to like try to make a deal. But then Marty was like, nope, I had nothing to do with Agent Petty's death, so I have nothing to hide. That's basically like how he was feeling. So I guess Agent Evans is gonna be a big deal, at least within this season, because he's gonna try to avenge Petty's death. Even though he knows Cade Langmore killed him, he thinks he was hired to kill him. So totally different, right? Yeah, and then we got Marty, although he's afraid to launder and everything. Wendy, on the other hand, had a huge role in this episode. What I mean by that is she thought of an idea, or at least she took Helen's idea, but she kind of made it into her own idea to go legitimate, like to expand the casino through like a hotel chain. And she thought that it would be a great idea just to have legitimate money on the side. And she knows about the Navarro cartel war going on because she read a report where like 61 men died within however long, like the last few weeks or months or something. And that just means that Navarro's in a vulnerable state, so she thought it would be an idea to just take advantage of the situation, use her clout from the casino to just get more investments and to be like in a more secured state. So she wants to bring the idea to Navarro, but Marty was like, no, that is batshit crazy. He's on the opposite end of the spectrum. He thinks that it's too risky and he'd rather keep things low because he doesn't want to continue doing more and more stuff that will get involved with like the cartel or something. Like he considered it as going from red flag to red flag, just getting deeper into deeper, like into all of this madness, while Wendy's like, we gotta secure the bag, this is our future and everything. Navarro will probably take it, you know, because he has children, he has like a family he wants to take care of, and he may possibly go down because of this war, or may even get arrested, so why not? And she even brought that idea to him thanks to Helen, who set up a meeting. And I guess this was the first time seeing Navarro, just in general, and it seemed like it didn't seem like he was interested because he didn't say much, but the fact that he didn't kick them out or anything, or stop her idea, like shut it down, just shows that he took it as a good idea, and he followed up and went through with it. So I guess now Wendy has been confirmed to go through with that hotel chain that she planned all along. And backtracking a little bit, it was interesting how Marty and Wendy are going through therapy right now, like couples therapy, and it just turned out that the therapist was siding with Marty for like all the sessions because Marty was paying her on the side. So I thought that was really funny. Like, didn't expect that, but this family's like so messed up. And speaking of like the family, I guess Jonah and Charlotte, the kids, didn't really have much of a role to play, at least within this episode. Charlotte's just growing up pretty fast, you know, she's like 16 now or something, and she's trying to drink and everything. And she was also being a good sister this time around to Jonah because she's like looking out for him and bought him a drone. And I guess Jonah in this episode is trying to make money through gaming, in which he gained like $6,000 or something selling within the game. But then Wendy and Marty were just like, dude, no, like just go outside, make friends, come on, you're not gonna do anything in here. And then he's just like going along with it because, you know, that's his parents. But at least he has a drone now and he's outside. Yeah. Alright, moving on. Finishing up Helen's story, it was kind of weird how she got water tortured. I didn't realize that there was something going on with her husband in the custody battle. So I guess I might have missed something, but it sucks that she got into that position just because the cartel thinks there's the possibility that her husband would know like her affiliation with the cartel, or may have said something. I don't know. Actually, I might have to backtrack. I don't really know if what the husband knows. I don't even think I've seen him before, but I guess she has her own shit to deal with, right? Ruth Langmore. So Ruth is as great as ever. She has like a loud mouth, strong personality and everything, and she's managing the casino too under Marty, so that's pretty cool. And I guess she has like some beef going on with Frank Cosgrove Jr., who happens to be the KC mob boss's son. So I guess I don't know what he's doing. I think he's working at the casino, but he's doing a bad job. But he also wants in on this like Texas Hold'em tournament that's going on for like $50,000 buy-ins and all that Ruth set up. I guess they did it as a cover-up so Marty could launder money and everything. We'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, Frank Cosgrove Jr. is a real piece of work. Pissing Ruth off is such a bad idea, but he did it anyways. Marty decided that it would be a great idea to let him in on this big poker game, even though Ruth didn't want him to be in it, because it would be a good cover-up for them to just be laundering monies by, I don't know exactly what it was. It was kind of like replacing the money. But yeah, we just know money laundering is happening throughout this whole series anyways. So yeah, so he had to lay low. Marty laid low for the cover-up. And during the game, I guess Frank Cosgrove got pissed off because he's not good at poker, not good at bluffing or something. And then Ruth like kicked him out, and he's kind of like using his, you know who I am, like who my dad is, I guess, that card. And she just did not give a crap at all. and he followed her outside, and it was so funny when she just kicked him in the nuts and threw him into the lake. Like, I would say that's a classic Ruth like mood right there, but it's just even better to see that she's sticking to her character. She's like fierce, you don't mess with her, she's just gonna do whatever like on the spot. She's very impulsive, so I guess she has a lot of built up anger from that and just threw him out. And not only does she have a problem with him, she has a problem with Wyatt, because Wyatt doesn't want anything to do with Ruth anymore and left to be on his own because, you know, like, she killed his dad, like, even though it wasn't intentional, but yeah. And then he's like living on his own, except we find out that he's been living in like someone else's home, which is really funny. So I guess he is kind of homeless, just living into other people's houses, like breaking and entering. And he was like in a little like a bathtub bubble bath while like just drinking champagne or something, and he ended up getting caught, so that was funny, and he went to jail. And this whole time he wants nothing to do with Ruth, so he won't accept the money that she's been giving him. I thought that was interesting. And then the fact that another character got involved, which we'll move into, which is who is Darlene. She just happened to see Ruth and be where Wyatt was at the jail because she has her own thing going on. And so she basically bailed him out, Wyatt out, because Wyatt didn't want Ruth's money. And we don't know why she bailed Wyatt out yet, but she wants him to be working at the farm, maybe because she's lonely with Ezekiel, the baby, right? Getting a little into Darlene, not to like jump back and forth so much, sorry. She has Ezekiel. We all know that she killed her husband. I kind of forgot his name on the spot, but she's also going to like a little nursing school, I guess, with other women to see how to raise a child, and she just goes and slashes this woman's tires just because she doesn't like her, what she said. But yeah, I guess that's how it tied, having her meet Ruth and Wyatt, and now she's involved with him. There you go. Alright, and that's it for the review of episode 1 of Ozark season 3. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, let me know what your thoughts are. I'm excited to just go through this whole season. Gonna do a review for episode 2 soon. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. That would be awesome. Definitely subscribe. Don't forget that. Thank you. Have a good one.